Good morning, Carrollton High School. This is Dr. Mount coming at you with another mental health moment. So today I want to talk about a study that's been going on at Harvard in their psychiatry department for over 80 years. It's the longest running longitudinal study on happiness, the science of happiness. And what they've been doing in this study since the 1940s is they've recruited people to answer questions every 10 years or so over the course of their lives, about the activities they engage in, about the things that they do, and then they rate themselves in terms of happiness. And researchers are learning what are the things that make us the most happy? What are the choices and lifestyle changes that we make that most impact our levels of happiness? And the researchers have found that one aspect of our lives is more impactful on our happiness than any other. I'm going to read a quote. For 84 years and counting, the Harvard study has tracked the same individuals, asking thousands of questions and taking hundreds of measurements to find out what really keeps people healthy and happy. One crucial factor stands out. It's not career achievement or exercise or a healthy diet. Don't get us wrong, those things matter a lot. But one thing continuously demonstrates its broad and enduring importance: good relationships. If we had to take all 84 years of the Harvard study and boil it into one single principle for living, one life investment that is supported by similar findings across a wide variety of other studies, it would be this: good relationships keep us healthier and happier, period. And so that's for all of us. Relationships are the most impactful measure of our happiness. And so the question that we can ask ourselves is, what are we doing to seek out good relationships in our life? What are we doing? How are we investing our time and energy to build good relationships? And so I have a couple points that I want to go over here that are supported by the findings of this study. First, it's important for us to spend time developing both casual and romantic relationships. So when I say relationship, it doesn't just mean your boyfriend or girlfriend or romantic partner. It also includes casual relationships with people who are acquaintances. Certainly it includes friends, but it also includes the crossing guard that you pass every morning on the way to school. It also includes the barista at Starbucks that you might see every other day when you go there. People that you interact with that you might not call friends, but having friendly interactions with them, having a relationship that you can kind of come back to over and over again, contributes to our happiness levels. So it's important to take care of those as well. One good thing to try is to have one real conversation with every day to increase your happiness level and to decrease stress, because that's the effect that it has. And when I say a real conversation, I mean one where you're not just saying, "Hey, how you doing?" "I'm good." You know, you're not answering totally honestly. One conversation where you can be totally emotionally honest with somebody and let them know exactly how you're doing, and that they're somebody who listens and cares about what your answer is. Having a conversation like that once a day has proven to increase our happiness and decrease our stress. On the same note, it's important for us to choose to put energy into positive relationships and to turn away from negative relationships. Some of you that I've talked to, I know that you might be in a relationship that's negative, and yet it's hard for you to end that relationship. And I'm encouraging you to end it. If you know that you're in a friendship or a romantic relationship with somebody and it's toxic or it's negative or it brings you down, you're totally within your rights to turn away and not engage in that relationship anymore. In fact, it's the best thing for you to do. And finally, in building relationships with people, sometimes it's hard because we're shy or we don't know what to talk about or things like that. And one easy thing to do is to find common ground. And so I wanted to share a personal example of this. I grew up in California, and in my ninth grade English class, a guy moved into not into my neighborhood, but he moved into our school. And this is him right here. I'll put his picture up. His name is Josh. And he moved into my ninth grade English class. And he was brand new in the school. I was brand new in the school because I was in ninth grade, and we were both pretty sort of intimidated by the whole thing. But one day, after a couple of weeks, I walked up to him on a Monday morning and said, hey, did you see Saturday Night Live this weekend? Because everybody liked to watch Saturday Night Live back then, or I thought we did. And thankfully he said, oh yeah, I did. And we started talking about some of the skits that were on it and the funny stuff that we saw. And that began a relationship, which now, let's see, that was 1992. So we've known each other for like 30 years now. And he's my best friend on earth. Lives in California. I talk to him every couple weeks. We hang out online. He's just a funny dude, and we like each other. So that relationship was built on one question about a thing that I thought maybe he likes that I like. It's a great way to get to know somebody, a great way to introduce yourself to somebody, and who knows, maybe the relationship that you strike up is one that will last for the rest of your life. So another great way to find people in common ground is to discover what you love or what you're interested in, and then go join the club that supports that thing. Come to the guitar club, go to the anti-bullying club, go to the science club, go to National Spanish Honor Society. There's so many different clubs that you can join here on campus. And if there's not one for the thing that you love, maybe consider getting one started up. But you can meet people here in activities and extracurriculars and sports and clubs. And that can be a common ground upon which a relationship is built and can last you your whole life and really provide you with a ton of happiness over the years of your life. So that's my encouragement. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and go Trojans.